1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asif Hanif. First, the headlines. Prime Minister will inaugurate a heritage trail at Al Biruni Point of Nandana Fort in District Jhelum today. Pakistan High Commissioner in Canada has urged South Asian diaspora to pressure on Indian government to end atrocities in the illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, senior Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad says all political parties and people of territory want restoration of statehood of Jammu and Kashmir. In the Pakistan Super League, Karachi Kings will take on Lahore Qalandars in Karachi today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan will inaugurate a heritage trail at Al Biruni Point of Nandana Fort in District Jhelum today. The project was undertaken as a part of Prime Minister's vision to promote tourism in line with the National Tourism Strategy 2020-30 that aims to encourage tourism at the sites of historic significance and national heritage. The Prime Minister is keen to preserve and conserve the Nandana Fort site and convert it into an international tourism site. The site's archaeological significance dates back to 11th century when famous scholar Abu Rehan al-Biruni during his stay quantified the circumference of the earth. Under the directions of Prime Minister Imran Khan, the Punjab government continues its crackdown against price hikers and hoarders across the province. This was told during a meeting chaired by Provincial Minister for Industries Mian Aslam Iqbal in Lahore today. Addressing the meeting, Mian Aslam Iqbal said Punjab government is providing subsidy worth billions of rupees on flour and its 20-kilogram bag is available at a rate of 860 rupees everywhere. The Election Commission of Pakistan says the campaign for Senate election in the country will come to an end by the midnight tomorrow. The Commission has asked all political parties and the contesting candidates to follow the provisions of law and exercise self-restraint so that the poll is held in orderly and peaceful manner on Wednesday. 23 people died of coronavirus, whereas 1,176 new cases of infection were reported across the country during the last 24 hours. According to National Command and Operations Center, there are currently 21,836 active cases, while the total number of deaths due to virus has soared to 12,860. Meanwhile, 38,920 tests were conducted during the last 24 hours. Pakistan High Commissioner in Canada, Raza Bashir Tarar, has urged the South Asian diaspora in Canada to play a positive role in resolving the Kashmir issue by putting pressure on Indian government to end atrocities in the illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In an interview, he said Pakistan is a responsible international player as it has served 7 times in the United Nations Security Council and contributed practically to the flagship activities of the world body for global and regional peace. Raza Bashir Tarar said Pakistan is the only country which has the distinction of defeating terrorism. He said Pakistan knows the value of peace and is committed to promoting it at all levels. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, senior Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad says the Congress party will continue its struggle for restoration of statehood to Jammu and Kashmir in and outside the parliament. Addressing a public gathering in Jammu, he said all political parties and people of territory want restoration of statehood to Jammu and Kashmir, and there is not even a single citizen across Jammu, Kashmir and Kargil who is opposed to it. Ghulam Nabi Azad said if any leader has the guts to speak contrary to it, let them come up with a statement in this regard. He said in all regions of the state, including Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh, the land and the jobs should be protected for locals only. In Myanmar, 2 people were killed and several others wounded during police crackdown against the anti-coup protesters on the second day today. Meanwhile, Myanmar United Nations envoy in New York has vowed to fight after the junta fired him for urging countries to use any means necessary to reverse the coup that ousted the nation's elected leader, Aung San Suu Kyi. In the 11th match of Pakistan Super League, Karachi Kings will take on Lahore Qalandars in Karachi today. The match will start at 1900 hours Pakistan Standard Time. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch the live video streaming of our news bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan.